Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy. It's really a blessing. It's really an honor to be out here in nature and greeting you, bringing the good news to you, the true gospel, which is good spell, bringing a message of emancipation and liberation to you, a message that will set you free and bring you into a place of discovering your true identity. Now, if you're one who's looking for self-realization and you want to know exactly who you are, why you're here, and where you come from, I want to let you know that you are listening right now to the right message and you have tuned in to the right channel. So, with that being said, I want to speak to you concerning the Virgin Mary and why the story of the Virgin Mary is the story of a man. Now, the first thing I want to make clear to you is that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. The Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. For the entire Bible is written symbolically. And even in Galatians 4:24, it tells you that the story of Abraham and Sarah and Hagar and Ishmael, it's all an allegory. Okay? Also, I want to let you know that no one in this world can check the laws of nature. So, if the Bible is literal as religious people make it to be, then how is it that this life that is in every seed is bringing forth after its own kind? Whereby it is showing you that the divine law of reproduction is that every seed and every species will always reproduce after its own kind. Therefore, it is saying whatever life is in you, that is the personality that you will bring forth. For example, if I have the life of Michael Jackson in me, I would sing and dance. Okay, if I have the life of Tiger Woods in me, I would play golf. Now, if you have the life of Jesus Christ in you, and Jesus Christ is a literal man that existed 2,000 years ago, then you will have to walk on literal water and turn literal water into wine without a license. Now, I was just laying a foundation there now, so now I'm going to get into what I really want to bring across to you concerning the Virgin Mary is a man. Now, when I speak of man, man entails the masculine and feminine gender, because there's a lot of gender where everything has its masculine and its feminine. Now, the next thing you have to understand is also the law of correspondence, that as above, so below. Now, let us look at a woman and look at the womb of a woman and look at the womb of both a man and a woman, so you will understand what I'm really trying to bring across to you. Now, there's a physical womb where each and every one of us was born from. That's the womb of the woman. And there's the womb of the earth that brings forth everything, all of the trees and so on. And there's the psychological womb where we sow all our thoughts, all our psychological seeds, where we can reside psychologically. Therefore, when the Bible speaks about the Virgin Mary and the birth without sex, it is not speaking about a birth from down below. It is speaking of a birth from above, from the skull. Now, everything I've just said here to you, I am speaking from experience. So I'm going to share my experience with you of how I discovered the truth of the virgin birth and how I myself have given birth. And I do not have a womb like a woman, and I do not have a vagina. Thus the reason why I'm also encouraging you to check out my lecture called The Secret Vagina. It's on Amazon, and you can get that lecture on Amazon, where I go more in details and open up all of the scriptures to show you these things are hidden right in the scriptures, but the religious people just can't see it. So I'm just going to discuss at least one of the scripture with you which is St. John chapter 3, which is telling you about Nicodemus and Jesus Christ, which Jesus Christ is only a symbol and Nicodemus is only a symbol, okay, of states of mind. So showing you the religious state of mind and the awakened state of mind. One who have awakened and one who have experienced the new birth. One who have experienced the virgin birth. One who have given birth to the source that is within, to the life that is within. Now, hadn't it been that I would have awakened within myself after a great mighty shaking that I would have felt and ascend like a fiery being and exit my skull in another form. And I could remember quite vividly that another part of me was still in my skull, and I could have taken my imaginary hand and take the rest of myself out of my skull and became invisible. And then I was hooked up to this great magnet, and there was like a cord from me to that magnet, which is basically like a child and its umbilical cord. At that time I didn't even know what was happening to me. I didn't even understand the experience until I would have heard others who would have had similar experience speak about the experience. But I know from since I was growing up, I would have had many mystical experiences. But this one was the pinnacle of them all. And that enabled me to understand all the different experiences I was having. Like receiving the coat of many colors when I was 17 years of age. We turned out to be the rainbow. And meeting the pillar of fire when I was 30 years of age. And the man that walked out from the pillar of fire, who was a black man, and speak to me and say, I am sending you. And so when I put all of these things together, that's how I come to realize that the virgin birth is not just speaking about a woman, but it implies that of a man or a woman. So a woman can experience the virgin birth, which is the birth from above, and a man can experience the virgin birth, which is the birth from above. So I've come to realize that when the Bible speaks about Golgotha, and the Bible speaks about Calvary, and it speaks about Golgotha as being the place of the skull, it is speaking about the literal skull, the place of the skull, the place where the Savior, the Redeemer, will be born. Because God is your own human imagination, and you will experience an awakened imagination. And you will come to realize that whatever you can imagine, you will be able to manifest upon the face of this earth. And then you will understand the life of Jesus Christ to be your life, to be an enlightened life, to be the life of one who's anointed. And you will come to understand why it is said that only the Father can reveal the Son and only the Son can reveal the Father. Because all the things that have been said about the Savior, you will have the experiences in your life, and you will be able to tell the story. And St. John chapter 10 will be fulfilled, because many gonna say that you're crazy. Many gonna say that you are Beelzebub. Many gonna say that you have a devil. Many gonna say that you are blaspheming when you say that you and God are one. When you tell them that you are the Virgin Mary who are bringing forth the Christ child. And that is why, my brother and my sisters, I am always telling you that the Son, as in the S-U-N, parallels the human imagination. And that without the Son, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And I would have always said to you also that when you have the experience, you will experience it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And you will come to understand the dawning of a new day. And you will come to understand the book of Genesis and the whole creation story. And you will understand Matthew 6:33, where it says that when you seek first the kingdom and you find the kingdom. And then Luke 17:21 tells you that the kingdom of God is in you. And that you must not let anyone tell you, lo here or lo there. For the kingdom of God is within you. And also in that same Luke 17, I think it's verses 20, it tells you that the coming would be without any observation. So right there it is showing you the secret that is within you, and you would give birth to that secret or that power that is within you, and you come to understand the story of the Virgin, and you will understand that the Virgin Mary doesn't equate just to a woman. The Virgin Mary is a man, and that a man will bring forth from a womb, but not a physical womb, but a psychological womb. And then you will understand St. John chapter 3. That's why he said that is born of flesh is flesh, and that which is born of spirit is spirit. And we are speaking about the things that we know and the things that we would have experienced. Okay, I believe I've gotten my message across to you, my brother and my sisters. You know, when you check out my lecture, it's more in detail, and there are more scriptures that I would have gone into, like Isaiah 7:14 and so on, and other scriptures that are there in the Bible to show you this truth. And you will have to check out that lecture and listen it from the start to the finish to get everything from it. But I want to say to you that we have to get rid of the Virgin Mary story, whereby we equating it to a woman having a birth from down below. But I want to say to you, it's a birth from above. So that being said, I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage you to continue to support this work by supporting my ebooks. And I've just uploaded my 7th book, and I've uploaded it in ebook form and in the hard copy also, so you can get the hard copy on Amazon and you can get the ebook. It is called The Black Mystic from Ethiopia, Neville Goddard mentor. And I'm encouraging every melanated person all around the world who would hear my voice to make sure you purchase this book, because this is the time we have to put an end to all the religious mentality and discover our true identity and spirituality. Also, for those of you who would like to link up with me on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram at Black Mad Guru. And for those of you who've been supporting the Patreon, I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage those who haven't done so to do so also, because we have a lot of work to do. And for those who would like mentorship, you can donate $50 or more on my Patreon, and I'll give you my phone number, and we'll be able to speak, and you can be mentored and be able to teach this message in your area and so on, and help to uplift and enlighten the world with this truth, especially to melanated people, so that we all can wake up and live the life that we're supposed to live. Right now I'm going to give you the sign of Matthew 6:22, where it says, if I be single, your whole body would be full of light. And I'm saying to you, when you have that experience, you would come to realize it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And you will come to realize that without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the human imagination parallels the sun, and the sun parallels the human imagination, and that we are the people of the sun. Therefore, let us use our mind power to achieve our every desire. With that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.